8th chapter of John's Gospel, we find Jesus at the temple. He's teaching, and as usual, a crowd gathers. He sits down to teach them. Jesus has something good going on, and good preachers gather crowds, and it would seem that this rabbi is doing his job really well. Before long, the popular religious party of the day bring a woman who had been caught in the act of adultery. They drag her in front of the crowd. And some scholars believe she may even have been naked. Regardless, this woman is totally exposed, scared, ashamed, and she would know that she has minutes left to live. Teacher, they say to Jesus, this woman was caught in the act of adultery. The law of Moses says to stone her. What would you say? Jesus doesn't answer them. He just starts writing in the sand. We don't know exactly what he writes, but his actions frustrate the Pharisees. They want an answer from this gracious rabbi, this man of mercy, this miracle worker, this sage whose fiery love for humanity is shocking and rocking the establishment of the day. So he stands up and says, "Let the one who has never sinned throw the first stone." The crowd drop their stones and dissipate, and Jesus is left with an audience of one. And with one sentence, he saves her life. Standing again, Jesus says to the woman, "Where are your accusers? Didn't even one of them condemn you?" She replies, "No one, Lord." And Jesus says, "Well, neither do I condemn you. Go, and from now on, sin no more." You know, it's easy for us to conclude that Jesus extends mercy and grace towards this woman. He saves her and sends her on her journey with a simple and honest correction. But there's so much more going on here. Jesus not only extends grace to the woman, but also to the crowd. He saves the crowd from themselves, from traumatically participating in a violent religious ritual. Jesus connects with their hearts and corrects their motives. The crowd that came to hear grace personified received a lesson in connection and correction that day. And this lesson has been seared on the pages of history. It's grace exemplified in honest correction and connection.